And as well, look at this chart. It is now rugged. That is a bad chart. I was telling you from the beginning, it will do this giant candling system where it's basically candled 100% in one candle. So if you were to put your... Alright guys, what is up? What is up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be kind of going into the things to watch out, the things to be aware of when you are trading. There's many things that a lot of these new traders, and even if you're not even new, you might be missing out on, and you might not be paying attention, and it's getting you every single time, causing you to get rugged and just lose tons and tons of money. Alright, so let's get into it. If you haven't watched, but if you haven't gotten set up on Axiom, I do suggest you do it. It is way better than using FOMO. You're able to see a lot more things than you are able to do on many platforms. I'll have the link to Axiom down in the description below, and that will save you 20% off fees. And make sure you watch the first or second video, or the last two videos on how to set up Axiom and a Phantom wallet if you do not know how to already. And let's get into this video, boys. Alright guys, so you're on Axiom, you're looking through all these things, so let's come over to the polls tab. Now if you haven't seen already, I've had two videos where I show exact filters that I would suggest using for a newbie to get a lot of that fluff out, to get a lot of those things out. But in today's video, we're going to be going over how to look at these and notice a lot of the issues and what things could be getting you could be losing a lot of money. Instead of you making these big gains, 100 to 1,000, $10 to 100, 1,000 to $5,000, you're losing money on charts going straight down. So right here, I just clicked on a random chart just to go over some other little things. Personally, I would not buy this chart. It looks very suspicious, especially if you're to put it onto the 1 minute chart. Now, as you see these bubbles, this is a lot of sniper buys. This chart does not look natural, right? I have over 3,000 wallets tracked, and not a single one of them has bought in this chart. Besides, I think this is a bot. And we have that wallet list in the Discord, so make sure you join the Discord. That will also be in this description. But this is a completely fake chart. We're gonna look at this, explain all of the negative things about this before you'll see a candle where it just will drop straight down to zero. So if you go over to here, you click over on the holders right over here, you can start seeing all the holders, right? Something to look at right here. This is called time linked funding. If you see a lot of wallets have that, that means there's a lot of wallets that were made in the same exact time frame, and it's not good looks. All right, before this chart crashes, we'll also look at that, so you can see it's like all the same day and stuff. As well, a lot of these wallets, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but like you can see there's a lot of wallets where this is like basically all they have. It was showing it earlier, but like if you see a lot of wallets where they all only have like 0.05 or something like that, that's not a good sign. As well, you'll click this little button, so I'm going to just go back really quickly. You're going to click on this. You see where it says show bubble map? You're going to click on that. Now, make sure you click on Insight X. This is the only thing that, the best way that you can see bubble maps on Axiom. When you see giant things like this, this is a giant bundle map. And as well, sometimes the bundle is hidden. But if you see a lot of big connections, right? You do not want to be buying into that chart. That is really, really bad. Is a very good way to get yourself rugged. Now, just because you see a chart like this going up and you're like, oh, it's quote unquote a rug chart, I don't want you to think, well, I can still make a little bit of money on this, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get cooked. All right, this is going to do whatever. It's gonna bond, and it's eventually gonna have a candle where it basically will go 90% down in 1 second, and that is not something that you want to get into. Trust me on that. Alright, as well, we'll go into some other basics here, boys. So as you can see, when you go into the holders section that we are still on, you'll see the remaining. Number 1 will always be, most of the time, a liquidity pool, and this is just a liquidity for the coin, so don't look at this number. But over here on like the second and the third holder, you never want them to have a percentage that's over 4% or 5%. If you see a lot of them, like look, now somebody has 5%. And as well, look at this chart, it is now rugged. That is a bad chart. I was telling you from the beginning, it will do this giant candling system where it's basically candled 100% in one candle. So if you were to put your money right here, right here, right here, wherever you put your money, it is now at 0. It is at a fraction of what you put it in. So yeah, so like if you see this 5% holder, if this was a regular chart, I would not suggest buying into it. As you can see, the bubble map is now clean because all of the bundles got out of it, yet I would not touch this, right? Let's go over to another coin. Right here. This is a fake coin as well, I would believe. Oh, maybe it is not. This is a kind of an acceptable little bubble map right here. It's kind of weird, for sure. I'm not going to really look at this one as a staple, but if you're very new, don't be touching any of these new coins, right? Stay into the final stretch section. I'll give you a little filter for that to pay attention to. And so I like to do like a good 25, maybe if it's a very, very slow point in time, I'll do 15 visitors. So that means 15 people have to be looking at the coin for it to pop up. As well, I'll have it on 5 pro traders. You can actually increase these numbers in as well. Start paying attention to what you believe works best for you, because it's all about, everybody trades differently. I would even do 0.4 global fees paid. You're not going to be having those scam coins in there as much. Let's move that back to 20 just for me to trade. And so I have this little tester account, so I put a SOL in here, and so we can start looking through some things. So I'm going to go over all these little details. Some vocab words, some things like bundle, snipers. What does that truly mean? I know for a lot of people you might understand that, but that is not, it doesn't matter about that, right? So when you're looking at these coins, you don't want to be looking at the chart first, right? The chart comes second. When you're on this page right here, you're looking for this, the tweet. What is it? Like you see, okay. So like you're reading the tweet, you're seeing, does this seem like something that would be at 100K? Now a lot of people post like, oh my gosh, this video came out today and it's Jenny, whatever, 6,000 likes, 6,000 views. You gotta start thinking, is this something that's already been done? So first of all, come over here. You can check if it's already been done by clicking on over here, similar tokens. Mostly it'll pop up, sometimes it doesn't. I'm coming out with an extension, so the first people in my Discord will be the first to do it as well. There's gonna be a bot in the Discord that will automatically tell you if the coin is a good coin to buy or a bad coin to buy. Just by pasting the CA into the Discord, a bot will automatically pick that up and tell you some things that you might not be able to see from that. So example, Frog Bank. Right now there's the coin that's a frog coin that's ripping right now, going crazy. So there's these things called betas or narrative. So narrative is the general census on like why something's good. A beta play, so let's say Toad 64 came out, right? And Toad 64 was crazy because it's a pixelated one. But then you had Toad 32. It would be a beta play to the Toad 64 because it's like kind of something that's kind of trying to be in the same niche as a coin. So Frog Bank right now is giving out frog, or this frog coin, just from holding it, which is some really cool tech. So we could like look at that. A good thing to do if they do have a website. It doesn't really seem like there's a lot of real people in here. I have these all as marked as bots. So I'm not really sure if this is a good chart. You can come over here, see if they have a Twitter. This is a community right here. You can tell by this as well. Let's go over to this section right here, right? Where you have token info. 17% top holders. Even though it's red, that's not too bad. Dev holding, most of the time you don't want to have a dev holding unless it's like a big coin or like the dev's well known. Insiders 2%, I really wouldn't worry about that. Bundler percentage, that's not bad at all as well. Liquidity burn, that's always fine. Dex Paid, Dex Paid gives me a little bit more clarity onto thinking that this thing has potential, or whoever's pushing this project believes that it's really good. Right, you'll be able to now have a token banner, but you can also see, as I was showing before, that there's a couple people that redid this coin. Either they launched at the same time, or something else like that. So let's go over here. Ooh, this coin that I bought really started moving. Kind of mad about that, but that's totally fine. I really didn't put anything into it at all. So what we'll want to go over to the next spot, and we will go over to Discover. And on Discover, you can see a lot of these coins that are going around. I would like to put it on the 1 hour so you can see what's been like the main big things in the last hour. And you can kind of understand the narrative from this. So what I would like to do is like see what's been running today, what's running at the moment. You can even go on to top, which is kind of the same thing as trending. I don't know why they changed it like that, but you can see we have this cat, you know. I'm looking at more things that are higher up. So this GLC coin, this is gold, that will automatically, I guess, send gold to people. It's a very interesting chart. Let's see if it's even real. Yeah, it looks real. You can see because there's a lot of different wallets. Remember, if you need those wallet lists, if you need help with anything, always make sure to join the Discord. We have tons of people in there. And we're really trying to grow into a big server. We can have a lot of people helping each other out, giving their own thoughts. The best way to do this is not to be alone. Trust me, that is never the way to do it, right? So we'll go back over to Pulse. I'm gonna try to go through some other things as well. Like a lot of these are like quick up and downs. Only the good ones really go through. Again, this is a fake chart. You can, to my eyes, I can totally see. Even though the bubble map, the bubble map's actually kind of crazy, right? As well, you can see a lot of those time linked funded. A lot of them in here. So when you're scrolling down, devs tokens. So this is where you can see all of the devs tokens, and it doesn't depend. Sometimes a dev will do a lot, like one good coin and the rest of them are shitty. It just depends on how well the market picks it up. As well, you can go over to top traders and you can see who traded this coin the best. It's sometimes good to create a wallet from that, but in this case, I'm not going to save any of these wallets because this is a fake chart and most of these wallets are probably fake. All right. Now, let's find something good here. Okay, again, this was something that I was in. So what I would like to do when you're trading, I'm gonna go over this again really quickly. It's been in other videos, but you see over here on preset, you want to make sure that your auto fee, click on that auto fee, and then make your max fee, right? You're gonna do 0.0001. And so if you're trading with a low balance, you definitely want to do this because it will drain you if you're not. So either 0.01, or if you have a decent amount of money that you're trading with, you can even do 0.01, but I would low-key like to just say keep it at 0.0005. And as well, do that in the sell settings. You can kind of keep the sell settings a little bit lower, but make sure you turn that auto fee and make sure you put those zeros in front of it. This is going to save you a lot of money in the long run. Alright, so over here you have market buys, you have limit order buys. So if you're like, I like this coin, I don't really want to buy into it unless it goes to 40k. So you could do like, all right, I'm going to buy 0.1. If it hits 40k, you'll buy that. And as soon as it hits 40k, it will automatically buy you in at 40k. Now you really got to pay attention to this. You can't just do a buy limit and then go off for the rest of the day, because you could buy right here. Maybe it goes up a little bit and then it just slowly comes down. And that's really going to hurt you in the end, right? As well, you can go to advanced. You can do a DCA order, which will make you buy a little bit over time. See, this just hit 40k. As well, you can come over to sell. So market, you're just buying it as soon as you click this. Or for buy and sell, it's kind of the same thing. As soon as you click this, so let's do that. Buy market limit means you're just buying it at that price. As well, you have sell market, so you can sell 25%. So if I'm up a lot on a coin, I don't want to sell it all at once, right? I want to sell a little bit as it goes up, right? As well, let's say I want to make sure that I don't lose too much on this. So I'm going to buy, I bought already. I'm going to put a full click on 100% at 35k, sell all of it. All right, and as well, let's say if it 2x's, let's say if it goes to 80k, I'm gonna sell 50%. So I'm break even and I'll still have extra, right? I do believe that this is about to sell me out right here, but that is not the point. As well, you can do a trailing stop loss. So like, let's say I want to sell 100% if it drops down 40%, right? So let's click on that. You're gonna see that this bar, it will slowly start following that upwards, but not downwards. So if it goes up, okay, it just sold me. But let's say if it went up, it would keep following it, and then if it went down, it would stay there. So you're only gonna be able to lose 40% from that, which is really good because sometimes the coin will keep going up and it'll follow that, and then when it really reverses, then you can get out. As well, on here, you have dev sell. So let's say that it's like a really big coin. It's at like 100k, and for some reason it's like some alpha that the dev is somebody crazy. You can make it so as soon as the dev sells, you'll sell all. I really don't ever use that, but you can totally use that if you do believe that that might help you. As well, what I would suggest doing is come over here to instant trade. Now, instant trade is basically, so you have this, you'll probably see it like this, right? But you can expand right here. You can click this edit button and you can turn it into anything you would like. I also do recommend that you never buy anything over 10% of your balance unless you're trying to be really risky. Like I am very risky sometimes, but I would suggest lower some amounts. So let's say you have one soul. I would even move this to 0.25. Let's move this to like 0.05 and so on and so forth. Don't have any numbers that are too crazy. Right. And then once you change that, you can click on the check mark and it'll save. As well, you can do the same thing for the sell amounts. So as I like to say, when you're selling and you're selling a lot, I know a lot of new people in my Discord like to just sell all at once, no matter what it is. But on my honest opinion, you never know how high or how low something can go. So just because you're up 300%, you don't want to sell it all. But you should probably sell a little bit. You should sell 25%, 50%, 10%. Depends how much you're in with. And as well, you'll see this little sell initials button. So let's say you're up 2x, and you just want to make sure that you break even guaranteed. You sell that, click on this, it'll automatically sell you for the exact amount you bought in at. So I'm going to just do a little buy really quickly. But basically, the sell initials button, it sells everything that you bought in with only. I'm going to just click it. Okay, so you can't do it when you're down. I'm gonna put a little bit more in. But basically, you would click on sell initials, and you'd basically see the money that you put in. So if I put in 0.15, it would have sold 0.15, and then it would leave the remainder amount in there. So then you are guaranteed profit. You're guaranteed not to lose money on that coin. All right. Now, trackers. You'll see that I have a lot of tracker lists. We'll have trackers in the Discord that will be in the description down below, as well as a Twitter tracker. So let's say I'm trading, you'll start seeing stuff pop up right here, and as well, you'll start seeing these bubbles. And this is just showing you certain people I track. And this is good to see if a lot of people also believe in the same coin you do. If you don't see anybody, let's say you have 1,000 people you track, if you don't see any of them in the coin that you're at, and it's at like 20k, that's probably a fake coin, right? But the trackers, the import list, and the X feed will be in the description down, in the Discord that's in the description down below, as well as the Axiom link, of course. So now, I've clicked on down here where it says wallet and social. So I'll click on wallet tracker, and you can see all of the people that you track every single time that they buy or sell a coin. Look, now I can just click on that and I'm in the coin that they're buying. This is the coin, guys. This ran all the way up to 22 million in one day. I know multiple people that made 100k on this coin. I know one person that made $1 million on this coin. Right. Stuff like that happens every day. So if you're not playing this game right, the game is win enough times where you can lose enough times until you can hit these big wins like this and really learn from them and do them again and again and again, right? We'll move on. So now you have that wallet tracker. I'm gonna just click at the bottom right here to disable it, and we're gonna click on social, so you can add a lot of things to your social tracker, and you can also see when things get Dex Paid. So like certain things will pop up right here. So if it says like IShowSpeed smashes desk after dying in a hardcore Minecraft, right? It might even pop up right here on the new pairs, because everything is about attention. If you think it's gonna be able to get attention, like for example, we had Jimothy, which was a messed up raccoon, and that went everywhere in social media. So the coin ran crazy, right? And so if you would have started seeing a lot of people post about it, you probably could have gotten at a pretty good level. We'll take that away. You also have Discover. You can have that up there just so you can start seeing the big coins. Remember, we saw this at 200K a little bit ago. We also saw dog shit earlier. Things like that move a lot as well. There's a lot of other things like perpetuals. You can just trade short and long leverage things. There's prediction markets. I can't do it in my region, but you can just turn on a VPN. Don't tell them I told you that. You can do crypto, sports, politics, all of that stuff as well. Come over to Vision and you can see all of these top KOLs. These are people that make thousands and thousands of dollars per day. Let's look at this. Deku, one of the best traders at like short new coins. Let's go on the 1 day. Cap made $58,000 today. $28,000 a day. $20,000. Another, I'll move this into USD, 10,000, 9,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. And a lot of these people, they have like 5 wallets, 10 wallets. So they're making this number. Like I know Cap, he uses like 8 wallets at a time, which means he probably made $200,000 today. So just because your favorite KOL is buying into a coin, don't blind in, join, or get in early, or try to like follow him, because sometimes they have 20 other wallets they're waiting. They know that if they buy, other people are going to buy on top, and they're going to just use that as exit liquidity. Now, exit liquidity, that means trying to get people in so that you can sell. Not a good thing. Guys, remember, this is a dog eat, whatever world. I mean, it's about beating anybody. You can't make money unless somebody else buys on your sell. You know what I'm saying? If there's no one buying, and then you can't sell for a profit. So you really got to think about what you need to do to make sure that you maintain and make the most profit. Let's look at this dog shit. This is a really fast moving chart. I do suggest for the first time that you're trading after you sign up on Axiom or whatever, that you please join the Discord, maybe even join the voice chat, talk to people, figure out what they like to do. I'm always in the Discord. You can even ping me or whatever saying, yo, I'm new, would like to learn. I'm gonna start doing a couple big stages in the Discord per week, so like people can ask me questions and some of the really good traders in our Discord questions for those to be answered. And that is the best way that you can learn from people, boys. It's all about learning from others, especially when you're new. It takes a long time for somebody to understand this. Like, for example, this looks super easy to understand and everything, right? All of this crazy stuff going on. Let's not even get when you got this might look crazy complicated to somebody, right? But for me, everything makes sense at once, right? So it's all about slowly learning, understanding the game, right? There's no reason to do this alone. You can make more money with people than you can do it without people. It's always best to learn. Guys, make sure you liked and subscribe this video. I'm going to keep going a little bit longer, trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. But if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below as well. Join up in the Discord. We're going to be running tons of giveaways, tons of ways for you guys to earn money. to start your trading journey. If you don't have anything, that is the best way to do it. We're all gonna eat together, boys. Right now is the best time. Meme coins are picking up. Everything's going good. It's looking like 2026 and into 2027 is going to be really, really profitable. So if you can learn this now before things start picking up and this is all over social media and everything, you are going to be early. You are going to be one of those people where everybody's talking about this in class. Everybody's, some people even bring this up at work, and you're 40 years old or whatever, and you work a regular job and people bring this up at work and you're like, yeah, I actually just made 10K because I joined the Chaos Cabal back in August, things like that. You never know. Like, I guarantee out of 1 out of 10 of the people that start now are going to be extremely profitable. And the 9 out of 10 just need to grind a little bit more. A lot of people pick this up easy. If you play video games, if you play some of those things like that, that is the best way to start. A lot of these people that are making $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 a day, most of them were like really, really good Fortnite players, right? And so, who really knows? So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was like I didn't really know exactly what to talk about in this video, but if you liked the video, if you'd like to learn more, please go watch some of the other videos as well. Like and subscribe. Show your support. That helps me a lot. As well, sign up for Axiom in the description below. As well, the Discord will be in the description as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. It's been Cash. Peace out.